It's Monday, October 17, 2016, and we're pleased to bring you today's edition of the local news. In the news, first school for special education opened in Commovena. Coming Out Week ended with gay parade. World Food Day focused on reflection and action on lack of food in poor families. World Sight Day commemorated with a lecture on eye diseases. I'm Suzanne Mena, and the local news begins now. The Commovena district now has its first school for special education. Foundation Risa Suriname and the Foundation Anders Leren are some of the initiators of this school, which focus on children with learning difficulties and behavior problems. The government has provided the foundation with the plot for the construction of the school. Several individuals and donors have contributed to the realization of this effort. For the time being, the school consists of 2 classrooms and an office, but it will be expanded later. It still lacks electricity and water. There are 3 teachers, but there should also be a principal. MP for Commovena, Jenny Varsody Kromo, and District Commissioner of Commovena, Remy Polak, are very happy that the district now has its own school for special education. The parents are grateful that their child is finally at school for special education. After the speeches, it was time for the unveiling of the nameplate of the school. Mon Trésor, which in French means my treasure. A bus provided by the government takes the children to and from school. Within the lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transgenders LGBT community, they should also work on solidarity, understanding, and acceptance. During the various activities of the Coming Out Week, especially the discussion evening, several LGBTs have asked questions from which the moderator, Sharda Ganga, could conclude that within this group, ignorance will prevail. According to her, all bodies dealing with human rights, discrimination, and gender should work to provide information to each other. The Coming Out Week is the platform to discuss such topics on various aspects within the LGBT community. The LGBT platform will be looking to, throughout the year, share information with each other about each other's sexual orientation. The Coming Out Week ended Saturday with the Surinamese Gay Parade. Still, a small group of LGBT people, individuals, and supporters participated in the gay parade. Some stood on the sidelines. The parade was followed by partying with several DJs. At the World Food Day, it is good to reflect and take action against lack of food in poor families. Annually on World Food Day, the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, asks attention for food security in the world. One of the actions to get enough food is to plant it yourself, says Benito Reyberg, president of Suriname Agriculture Forum for Youth, SURAFI. SURAFI resulted from the Caribbean Agriculture Forum for Youth and falls under the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation in Agriculture, IICA. In the Palmentone, activities were held on Saturday by the Foundation Delaya family. in which a contribution was made to increase the awareness for hunger, raising funds for the food bank, as well as to inspire people to use their creativity and talent to support the underprivileged. A large percentage of blind people did not have to lose their sight. So says Gerald Pawirorejo, optometrist at the academic hospital. Last week, he held a lecture for the National Foundation for the Blind and Visually Impaired in Suriname with regard to Global Eyesight Day, entitled Blindness and Visual Impairment. He discussed, among other, ocular glaucoma and cataracts. Cataracts can be easily treated, but glaucoma destroyed the eye, says the optometrist. Glaucoma is more common in persons of African descent. Some 3,000 persons in the interior, the city, and the district were tested on eye diseases. 1.9% of the population over the age of 50 years is blind. At the lecture, the optometrist enumerated the causes of blindness and visual impairment. Over 5 to 10 years, ophthalmologists want to do eye tests and eye examinations. The percentage of visual impaired in Suriname is lower than in the countries and in the region. That concludes our local news for today. Thank you for joining us. Good day.